Hey guys, welcome back to the Project DIY channel. On today's project, we're going to be installing a subwoofer in my 2020 Rav4. Let's get started. Alright, here's the subwoofer we're going to be installing today. This is a Rockville Rockghost V2 11-inch 800-watt car subwoofer. And the cool thing about this subwoofer is it fits inside your spare tire. So inside the box here, we got some instructions, wiring plug to the subwoofer. We have a controller that you put up beside the driver's seat so that you can control everything, and the subwoofer itself. Now this sub has a hole in the center, as you can see, and that hole is for this threaded rod with a nut on the end of it to go down in through, and it replaces your spare tire hold down bolt. This kit also comes with all the wiring that you need. Power wires, speaker wires, ground wire, amp on and off wire, and these are your line out wires that come from your head unit, and some wire loom to cover the wiring up, and some connectors. Alright, to start this install, we're going to be taking everything apart. I'm going to take the floor out of the trunk space. I'm going to be taking this quarter panel cover over here off. We'll also be removing some of this trim work here, as well as the B-pillar cover, some trim work in the front, and that will all be removed so we can run the wiring from the back up to the front. And also the power wire has to come through a grommet right here in the driver's side corner, and it'll come over here to the battery. Alright, I got everything took apart. This corner piece here, there's a piece in the bottom you have to take up. This piece across here you have to take up. Then there's a clip here at the back. There's a bolt up here in the top, and a bolt in the bottom that has your cargo hook. Once you get those off, you just pull it out and it pops out. And then there's one wiring harness connected to it, so you have to unhook that. Now I think you have to take the seat up to be able to get this piece here off, but what I'm going to do is I just pulled it back enough that I can run the wiring down through here out the bottom, and this piece snapped off, and then I think that I can fish the wiring up through this B-pillar cover out the front, run it up through here, and then I'm going to be pushing a rod, you can use a coat hanger, whatever you have, through that grommet, and I will tape my power wire to it and pull that all the way through. Also, the line level wiring that comes up here will go up and under the dash and over, and there's a panel right there you can remove, and then it'll go up to my head unit. Alright, and we'll start off by fishing this power wire from inside the engine compartment through the grommet and down into here. Next, I'm going to fish my power wire and the line level wires through this B-pillar panel. If I can't get them through there, I'll tuck them up and under the edge of the panel down there at the bottom. Alright, almost forgot that I also have the blue amplifier remote wire that's got to run to the head unit, and also the controller, the driver controller for the amp, where you can turn the gain up and down, stuff like that. Forgot to run that also, so I went ahead and ran that through there too. Next I'm going to work on fishing that wiring through this B-pillar trim piece. Alright, got all the wiring back here to the trunk. Now I'm going to work on hooking everything up. I'm going to start that by pulling this panel off the side here, and also the panel on the driver's side. Now with that panel pulled off, I can run my controller box across and over to the driver's side, and I'll put it in a place where I can easily reach it when I'm driving. Like right there, maybe. Tuck it up and under the center console. Next, I got to get my head unit out. It comes out pretty easy. Now, if you haven't seen the video of the install of this head unit, I'll put a link to it right up here. And I usually have a plastic trim tool I use to do this, but I don't have it with me, so the screwdriver will work also. Just get under the edge of this back panel here, pull up on it, and it will pop the rest of the way out. Now I can just grab the head unit, give it a pull, and it pops right out. So here's the wires we're going to be using. On here I have a, you find it, sub 1 and sub 2 wire out. Now those are going to go to the line level cable that's going to go back to the back. Also, I was looking for a subwoofer remote wire, and I don't see one. However, I do have these two wires that I'm not sure what they are, key 1 and key 2. I suspect that those are powered on when the key is on, and that's all I need to be able to power the subwoofer. Alright, got those sub wires hooked up, and I've just temporarily hooked up this sub remote wire because I'm not sure if the key 1 wire is going to do it or not, but we're going to try it. Alright, next I'm going to hook up the power wire to the battery. Alright, got this hooked up, and of course left the fuse out of it for now. Alright, now back here in the trunk, I'm going to hook up the wiring for the amp. Alright, got my wiring back here. My power wire hooked up. I did put a crimp connection on that and taped it up just in case it was to touch something it shouldn't touch.
Hi.
Also got the ground. Just tied the ground to a bolt here in the trunk. Got my line level wires hooked up and my remote amp wire hooked up. Alright, let's put the amp in and hook it up. We'll test it out. Alright guys, it's the next day. It got a little bit too dark on me last night, and I ended up having to put everything back together, but we'll go ahead and test this now and I'll show you how the bass sounds. Alright, let me open some copyright free music here. Don't want to get a copyright strike. So I've got a song downloaded here. Let's try this. It sounds pretty good. That's at low volume. Now, a couple things with this. You will have to put your jack into the cargo area. It will not fit in there with the subwoofer in there. Also, this styrofoam spacer that goes on top of the spare tire that the jack sits in will not fit in there, so you have to take that out. Alright, so the subwoofer sounds pretty good. I'm impressed. Now, it says 800 watts on it. I doubt that. The power wire for it's only 10 gauge, so that doesn't seem like a big enough power wire for an 800 watt amplifier. But anyway, it sounds good. It sounds good with all different kinds of music, and I'm impressed with it for the price I paid for it. I will leave a link down in the description, so you can go to Amazon and buy this if you're interested in it. I like the design of it. I like how it fits down in the spare tire. It's completely out of the way. The floor of the trunk area goes back down perfect, so that it doesn't take up any space in your cargo area. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully this will give you some idea of how to install one of these spare tire subwoofers in your vehicle. And if it gave you some motivation, please go down in the comments and let me know. I appreciate reading those kind of comments. And also give me a like. And that's not the end of the stereo discussion on this Rav4. I'm also going to be replacing the dash speakers to give the high end of the stereo a little more clarity. These dash speakers are not very good. So you don't want to miss out on that, and in order to not miss out on it, you should subscribe and turn that bell notification on. That way you will get a notification whenever those videos come out. And guys, I appreciate you watching, and I think the next thing you should do is watch this video.